So we've come to Leeds to catch up with this year's title sponsor of the National Points Champion Shootout, Anthony Flanagan from GBE UK Limited. Hi Flan, how are we doing?
Morning Jonathan, how are you?
Very well. I think I said GBE UK Limited more times than I said hello to my wife over the last couple of months.
And I'm liking it every time. Every time you mention it, I go, oh, Jonathan's mentioned GBE UK.
So we've come to see you because you are headline sponsor of this year's Shootout, and we thought, come and find out what is GBE UK. We'll chat to you, and we can kind of cover that off. Then we'll talk a bit about stock cars as well.
Stock cars, perfect.
So GBE UK Limited, like I say, I've said it loads.
Yes.
What is it? What do you do?
So GBE UK. We have a transformer manufacturer in Italy who is GBSPA. So they was originally the parent company of GBE UK.
Yeah.
Over the years, things transpired, and I bought GBSPA out of the business, but they're still our transformer manufacturer.
Yeah.
So everything we get is from Italy, transformer-wise. So we make oil transformers, cast resin transformers, and reactors. Okay. And they're coming to the UK via GBE UK. We distribute them throughout the UK and Ireland. We also offer package substations, so we close couple low voltage cabinets, high voltage ring main units, and various other little items that we do along the way. Okay. But basically that is GBE UK.
So you talk about transformers,
yes.
Right? I have no idea what you're talking about.
Right.
So, I see. Is that them in there?
That's them in there.
Come and talk to me about what a transformer is. I've got no clue. All I know of transformers is like Bumblebee from the film.
Right.
It's not that, right?
It's not Bumblebee. It can be. They can be a transformer in disguise. So let's have a look at
what a transformer
is. So we'll look at this one.
Okay.
I'll move this out of the way. So basically, your transformer is a grey box, and you'll see a grey box like that in many applications, most industrial units. This industrial unit where we are, there's a transformer in a housing out there, which is owned by the Northern Power Grid, the local electricity company. Okay. So down the road, there's a local Northern Power Grid substation where it'll come in at 33,000 volts.
Okay. That's a lot, right?
It's a lot of volts. But well, you know the pylons that you see around the country. Yeah. They're 132,000 volts. Okay. They go to a substation that brings it down to 33,000 volts. That goes then in a transformer and comes from 33 to 11. Right. Which is then distributed across the network at 11. And that's where you start with your transformer. So on this side of the transformer, there will be a cable box like so. Yeah. That takes a cable into there, that's 11,000 volts. Okay. Then the transformer does its magic and turns it into 415 volts. Yeah. Then cables drop out of there and go under the street or under wherever. Yeah. And then that's the cable that'll be in your street. That's tapped off from there and takes the power into your house. Okay. So that's basically what a transformer does.
So, from what you've described there then, they are very, very important pieces of equipment because they power
the country. Yeah. Yes, that's basically what we do, yeah.
I get that. And so so every time you build something new or you need to replace them, so I'm guessing
they've got a lifespan of generally 40 years. You'll be out in substations across the country that have got transformers that are 60-year-old, 50-year-old. But the design life is 40 years on one of those. But they last longer if they're maintained, and which we offer services to maintain them and everything like that. If you maintain them, check the oil, and it runs nice and smoothly, it'll last forever, basically. Okay. They're bomb-proof. But because the country is old and there's lots of things out there that have been there since the dawning of time, things need changing. And there's other industries and applications that are coming in, like renewable energy. The buzzword at the minute is renewable energy. So solar farms, wind farms, all have transformers on. Okay. But they're then at different voltages. Right. So because a solar farm has lots of inverters, which can be 600 volts, 800 volts. Majority now are 800 volts. So that 800 volts goes into the transformer and works the other way. Yeah. And generates up to 11 kV or 33 kV. Get it.
So, right, I understand on a very layman's level kind of what these are, which is brilliant. So your day-to-day job is what? Kind of orchestrating who wants it and you set them on?
So we have a sales team. We have people in here that work fitting the switch gear. So like that one there, that came into us without any ring main unit on it.
Okay.
From Italy. We fit the ring main unit, test it, and then we ship that to the customer. Because what will happen then on a distribution circuit, the ring main unit is the actual switch. Is the actual switch for the transformer.
Yep.
But then that can feed out two ways. It can go that way and that way to a different substation, and that's why it's called a ring main switch, because it's on a ring.
Yeah. Okay.
And all different transformers can be connected together, so you can switch one out, switch one in, and it's all.
That's very complicated, but very impressive.
It's quite technical, yeah. There's a lot of.
So, and you're kind of like in charge of all this. You're kind of like Monday to Friday.
Yeah, well, 7 days a week we're involved in it. The phone never stops ringing.
Yeah.
So we have people that just sell. We have office staff that do the paperwork necessary for imports, exports, all that kind of stuff. Accountants. We have guys in here that fit that to the transformers. There's also low voltage cabinets that go on the transformers. So yeah, it's constant. We have wagons in and out, loading them with a crane.
Yeah.
Onto the wagon, loading them off the trucks from Italy to work on in here, and then shipping out again because most transformers get delivered to site by a hired truck.
Right.
Because people want them truck to pull up next to where they want it, hire it straight into position. And we have a local company called SD Tennant who does a lot of our work. So we have a perfect partnership with him.
Cool.
He's a bit of a grumpy sod, but we put up with that.
And you're going to Italy quite a bit though, right?
Yeah, so like I said earlier, all our transformers are manufactured in Italy. So every couple of months I go over and we have discussions, what we can improve, what needs improving.
Yeah.
General arse kicking, general falling out, general making up, agree to agree or agree to disagree, whichever way we go.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's generally why I go to Italy. Sometimes customers want to go and witness test a transformer once it's been. Generally they buy 3 or 4. They might want to witness test one of them being tested so they can prove to themselves that it does what they want it to do. And sometimes if it's a big customer, I'll go over with them and spend a few days with them, show them around our factory and show them that we have very nice facilities for manufacturing.
Absolutely. And how long have you been doing this for? Like, what's the sort of timescales?
So originally I worked in Rochdale in switchgear at Whipper-Bourne. Then I moved into Leeds in about 1997 into transformer manufacturing. Yeah. So since about 1997 I've been involved in transformers,
So this is like life?
Life, yeah.
Are you driving down the road now?
Yeah, I do look at pylons thinking, what size transformers up there, and it's quite sad, to be fair.
But you're clearly very passionate, it's great.
No, it is. I'm passionate about transformers, Nearly as passionate about stock cars, but that's another story altogether.
Okay, good. Let's talk about stock cars then slightly. So, mentioned as we came in, obviously we've come to see headline sponsor of this year's Shootout.
Yes.
So why did you go out? I want to sponsor that. I want to put my name above.
Well, last year we sponsored a round. We were the lucky ones to get Hendersford. Which was a good round. And I did think that, and I'll be honest, I like the content that BSCDA TV are doing with yourself and Jordan and all these guys behind the scenes, Sophie, and I think it comes across really well. And I did think maybe it's time to get some eyes on GBE. And what better way? Because I looked at through the BSCDA committee, obviously. I looked at the viewing figures we were getting on such things, and I thought that's quite impressive. So maybe it's time to get GBE involved in something like that.
And do you think it will have a bit of payback for you?
I hope so. And if it doesn't, it's getting more eyes on what we do. For the sport and for us as a company.
Because I think the thing is, this year we're very fortunate. We've got the new hub. Do you know what I mean?
Loving the hub. Love the hub.
But it's just like every time I go on social media, I see GBE UK. Do you know what I mean? So it gets the name.
Exactly that. I've started sharing the BSCDA content on LinkedIn. To try and plug it on there as well as my business. To plug the sport as well. And it's amazing how many people all of a sudden Dean Wood pops up and likes it, and you think, oh well, I didn't realise Dean Wood were on LinkedIn. So it's all good stuff.
And so I get why you've kind of stuck your name out there for a headline sponsor, which is brilliant, and obviously very appreciative of that. Thoughts on the Shootout so far? Because we're here prior to Bradford. So we're in stage 3, and but I think it's been great so far.
It has. I mean, like you think of how he's got Tom, I'm not saying he's walking away with it, but there's no one's really taking it to him at the minute, and someone needs to take it to him.
Yeah.
They're taking it to Frank. I'm liking that quite a lot. It's time Frank. He's going to have to sort. Frank's one of the best we've got in the sport, isn't he? But he's going to have to prove that now.
Yes.
Or he's going to have to retire. One or the other.
I mean, it's big.
He might be big, but no. But seriously, he's going to have to up his game, isn't he? Last year he was the one really taking it to Tom most of last year. This year he's going to have to take it to everyone else, because look at Finn last week.
Yeah.
I think Finn's been the surprise package so far this season.
Yeah, agreed.
I think, and he could be up there. Callum's been but then he's working with Tom, and so is he going to take it to Tom?
Yeah.
You don't know.
No, and I think that's what's fascinating about the shootout is there's so many different permutations, and I think when you and I stood up in the South Stand at Odsal in August and we did the draw, I don't think either of us thought Craig Finn would be out, Dave Pollard would be out, Frank could struggle to get through stage one.
Matt would be out.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? And here we are.
I think we knew Paul Hines would be out, but that's standard. But even that at Scunthorpe, that was how exciting did it make Scunthorpe? Yeah. Frank and Paul. Yeah. And absolutely. Paul finding his bumpers.
I know.
Who knew?
Like the shootout. The shootout does crazy things to people, doesn't it? Yeah. No, but I think it has, and I think that certainly, I mean, there is kind of people that talk about, do we need a shootout? What should the silver roof be? But I personally think you're the same. It gives the end of the season absolutely a huge focus.
The problem with the national point, as it used to work back in when Old Man Smithy was 13 times on the trot or whatever, the season faded away. Yeah. You got to World Final, that was it. People started stopping racing. Yeah. Oh, it's getting cold now, we'll not go racing. But now you've got a gang of people that want to go. Other drivers want to go because they don't want to miss what's going on. They might as well take the car and watch what's going on and be involved in it. And I just think it's give the season a buzz right to the end. Yeah,
I fully agree. And we've got another 3 rounds to go. Is your money on Tom?
You can never back against Tom, can you? You can never back against Tom, but Lee Ferris, quick. Yeah. He's quick, like you mentioned in a video the other day, he's quick on tarmac this year, where last year he struggled a little bit. So Endersford, is that going to be... Because last year Tom walked away with it, Endersford, didn't he? And that's really where he put it in the bag. But if Callum could take a few points off him at Endersford, it just keeps them others closer. Yeah.
And I think, like you say, Frank, he has struggled stage 1, stage 2. Is it now actually, I need to prove that I am top of the sport, I am up there, because he's got to, hasn't he? Stage 3 is the time to do it.
Definitely. And tonight, he's got to step up tonight, or he's going to struggle, isn't he? It could be the end of Frank's shootout.
Love it.
He's a grandad back now, isn't he, man? You know what I mean? He's got to take that on board.
Absolutely. So great update on Shootout. I want to talk to you about your involvement with stock cars from the very beginning. Yeah. Can we go and sit in your nice offices up there?
We can, yes.
Perfect. Flan, it's lovely upstairs. It's very nice, very relaxed.
Yeah, we've tried to make it nice,
You've got nice, like...
Yeah, some smellies, that's the daughter's input, that is.
Oh, is it? Does she work here?
Yeah, she works here, yeah.
So is it family...
It has been, it will be a family firm eventually, I want to take a step back and the kids get involved and take over, And
I think I know the reason for that, and we'll come to that right at the end.
Right, okay.
Potentially. Right, stock cars. So people recognise you, people know you are. You've been around stock cars as long as I've known. So I guess, where did it start? What's the initial involvement?
Right, so back in many years ago, in the 70s, I used to, when I was a kid, I used to be a van lad for Whittles's Bakery in Littleborough. So every Saturday morning and every school holiday, I used to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and go and work on a bread van to earn a bit of money.
That's impressive.
And one of the lads that used to drive the bread vans used to go stock car racing, and he used to run a minibus. So like there'd be 10 of us all going to minibus to meetings all over the country. We're all chipping with the fuel. And we'd go to every meeting, like Saturday, Sunday, whenever it were, Monday, Friday night, wherever it was, we'd go in this minibus. And then as I got a bit older, I wanted to do a bit more. So I got introduced to Old Man Smithy, and they said, can he come with you and do it? He'll lend a hand, etc., etc. So I used to go down after school and wash the car off and stuff like that. So then I started going on the bus then and started going down in the week and working on the car and going racing with Oldman Smithy every week. So that is where I started in stock car racing.
I mean, you started with a big name, right? I mean, no bigger name.
There were no bigger name, no.
So how did you get that introduction then? Because that's
it was like I said, through the guys that were through the guys that I went through that used to work at Wills. His daughter used to clean Oldman Smithy's bus, etc. And I got introduced that way.
Yeah.
So it was that's how I got introduced.
Yeah.
And so it was, like you said, in at the deep end.
Yeah. I'm guessing that period of time was just hugely enjoyable, and it was so many stories, I'm guessing, from that period of racing.
Yeah, it was amazing. Because, to be fair, Oldman Smithy had kind of backed off then. It went when he was at the top of his, it was like early 80s when he decided to take a bit of a back seat. But he was still winning world finals every couple of years, or won 3 on the trot. So it wasn't really a backseat, but we weren't doing every meeting like we were when I first started. We weren't doing every meeting. We were picking, choosing our meetings, qualifiers, championships, that kind of thing. But yeah, stock cars was our life. Yeah, we got, like for me, I'd go to school and then laterally went to work. But then it was garage. Yeah. Then the pub.
So it all ties in quite nicely. Yeah. So when we Stuart, Smith Senior, and then kind of how did you continue involvement after that?
So then he retired. Yeah. He decided to take a back seat and fully retire, even though he didn't fully retire. So I then started, because I was going out with Marie Gilbank at the time then, and latterly we got married and had 2 kids. So I then started going with Peter Faulding, helping Peter. I'd go down the odd night, generally the weekend with him. So I was helping Peter Faulding. Then obviously with the Gilbanks, then me and Mark shared a car originally. Yeah. Mark got his own, but I used to work away a lot then. Okay. For Whip and Bone in Rochdale, I used to fly all over the world. I'd spend 3 months here, 2 months there. Yeah. So then stock car racing took a bit of a back seat. Then when me and Marie got divorced, I moved back to Rochdale, and I never really left the Smith family. Yes. If I was ever in Rochdale, I'd go and lend a hand or whatever, or be at the garage or whatever, would go for a drink or whatever. But then I got back involved with Young Stuart. Yeah. Young Stuart had just really started up, so I then went mechanicking for Young Stuart full time. Yeah. So that was life. Yes. Okay. Again. So weekend after weekend. Yeah. So then various things happened. Oldman Smith, my dad died. Then Oldman Smithy died. I fell out of love with the stock cars a little bit. Took a bit of a back seat. Okay. Then I got the bug again. So I raced a car for Mark Holt at the time. That might have been a bit earlier than that. But anyway, I raced Mark Holt's car for a time. Then I got another car of my own. I played at it a little bit. And then again, I got involved with the committee then, all around that time. Yeah. So then it's all been committee, so then you don't have time really. I was chairman for a bit, vice chairman, left the committee a bit, and then back to being vice chairman as I am again now. So stock cars, in whatever role, I've been involved in stock cars for quite a few years. Absolutely, and in various forms. If you had, is it racing, is it mechanicking, is it watching, is there any kind of one you actually, that's what I prefer? I do enjoy the mechanicking side of it and being involved with the team. Yeah. Like when I was with Young Stuart, that was probably one of the happiest times. After being with Oldman Smith, that was a real happy time. But then helping Young Stuart, that was like a bit of a family thing. Me and Stuart were quite close. We still are quite close. Yeah. And we spent a lot of time together. I probably spent more time with Stuart than Katie did at the time. You know what I mean? It was like we spent a lot of hours together. Yeah, I get that, and I suppose by doing so, Stuart had a huge amount of success, and you would have played a big part in that, and quite satisfying to see. No, of course it is, to see Stuart doing well and him enjoying it. Well, not that he showed that he enjoyed it, because he's a miserable sod, but it was good to be part of him enjoying it. Yeah. Okay, and I guess up to date now, you're back on the committee, like you've said, and vice chairman. Yeah. How do you see the health of the sport then? It's a very big question, but on the committee you steer kind of how stock cars are, and involvement in costs and all that kind of stuff. Well, that's the big thing at the minute, cost. We've got to rein the costs in a little bit. You can't stop people spending money, I understand that, but we've got to try and govern the sport in a way that we don't stifle it, but we don't let costs run away.
Okay.
We want to keep the product we've got because we're the prestige formula I see in Oval Motorsport, because we've got different we've got lots of people in our sport that are good engineers. They can do things themselves, but you've got other people that would rather just go and buy something.
Yeah.
So they'll spend money on stuff that other people can't afford, and they've got to try and compete, make their own, and so it's a fine line we have as a committee. I know everybody hates the committee, what the committee do, they're useless, I understand all that, but some of them people that said that should come and sit in a committee meeting and try and decide for what's best for everybody.
Yeah.
Because when you decide, it won't suit him, but it might suit 50 people over here.
Yeah.
And that's the fine line we've got to juggle. Because if we go, all right, we'll keep those 3 drivers happy, but these 60 drivers are moaning, what do you do?
Yeah. And I get that, and I get it's really difficult because it is, like, Bristol Formula 1 is the top overall formula, you know, that's where we are. And there does seem no shortage of people, A, wanting to race, and B, wanting to come into Formula 1. People aspire to kind of do that, but once they're in it, it's like, right, how do we keep it so it's affordable and we get cars on track? Yeah,
exactly. And it's tough. I mean, committee meetings take forever. And some nights we'll just talk and talk and talk. Tyres. As soon as you see tyres on the agenda, you think, oh, there's 5 hours in your life, I'm never going to get back. But we've got to do it. That's why we stand for the committee, because we want to make this sport the best it can be. And we've got to make it the best it can be while affordable. I mean, it used to be a working man's sport. It's not a working man's sport, but nothing is anymore.
But has it ever been, though? Has it ever been a working man's sport?
As long as I can remember, there's always been people in the job that have got more money than others and will buy the best tackle than others. People used to have tyres stashed away. When we all used to run 890 alliances, people might have one. But I knew drivers that got 10 stashed away because they could afford to buy them.
Yeah.
And so it's no different from the 70s to now.
Yeah. But you are right, though, because we talk about costs, but if you went out for dinner 3 years ago, 4 years ago, and the same dinner now, it's massively different.
50 quid more, yeah.
Absolutely. And it's the same, so tyres are more expensive, brake pads are going to be more, everything's going to be more expensive just because that's the way the world, and you can't stop that.
No.
So
that's the problem we have at the minute. Someone finds a rally tyre and he goes faster than him. Let's ban it. Well, is that the right way? Let's look at that tyre. What's the cost? Can we all get one? That's what. But people are quick to say, let's ban it.
Yeah.
Because he was quicker than me in that race. Was it just the tyre?
Yes.
Let's look at what the conditions were like. What else has he got on his car that might be a little bit different to yours?
Get that.
But let's ban the tyre is the instant phone call on the Monday morning.
Okay, last question on committee stuff and sort of health sport. If you had one magic wand and you could do one wish, what would it be that you would change or to improve stock cars, do you think?
More northern tracks.
Okay.
Instantly. That's what we're short of. All the tracks now seem to be down south, which was totally opposite of where the sport started.
Yeah.
We could race at. We'd race at Bradford on a Friday, we'd race at Blackburn on a Wednesday, we'd race at White City, Manchester on a Saturday, and Aycliffe or Hartlepool on a Sunday. So you could stop within 50, 60 miles of around here, and you'd have a meeting. But now you've got to go to Kings Lynn or Skegness is the nearest track. I know we've got Bradford, but that's once a month. But if you're racing regularly, you've got to go somewhere else. Yeah,
no, I get that. So do you think more regional racing is the way forward?
I'm not so much saying about the regional racing. I just think we need more tracks in our region.
Yes.
It's like having Scunthorpe this season has been amazing, and I thought the crowd at Scunthorpe, the racing at Scunthorpe, just said even more why we needed it.
Yeah, agreed. Okay, good. Right, so just to finish off, lovely visit. You mentioned you have raced.
Yes.
And I understand the plan is to do that again.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, well, last year my wife sadly died, and some of my friends have been rocks to me, really. They've been by my side, and they've been perfect. I couldn't have asked for better friends, really.
Yeah.
So we go to the pub quite often. So while I'm drinking Guinness, you have silly ideas.
Okay.
So I bought Nigel Harry's old Stewart car a couple of seasons ago, and we during the discussions we were going to we'll get it down to Rochdale, we'll make it a social thing, we'll work on it, get it ready to go racing again, and we'll have a few beers after the event.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So the more we got into that car, we realised this is a bigger job than we thought it was.
Okay.
So after several more beers, we decided that young Stuart were going to build a new car.
Right, okay.
So that's where we're at.
Okay.
So the signwriter's booked for next week.
Wow.
The car's just been for its exhaust making. The engine's sat in it. The parcel's just arrived downstairs with more parts. So we're in the stage of getting it all bolted back together now and ready for racing. The plan was originally to get it for the last Bradford for the Shootout finale, but I think that's a big ask at the minute. So hopefully we'll have it ready for the dinner dance to sit outside.
Yeah. So brand new Stuart built car.
Brand fire new Stuart built car.
Okay.
Mm.
That's big.
It was a big step. Yeah.
So what's the plan?
The plan is to see if I can still have a go and enjoy it.
Yeah.
I enjoy going racing, full stop, and I'm always sort of the sideline saying, "Oh, why do you do that? Why don't you do that?" So why don't I try and do that? I'm going to be me. I'm not a red top superstar.
Yeah.
I'm going to be me. I'm just going to have a go.
Okay.
I enjoy racing. I enjoy being involved in racing. So having my own car, and then if there's some younger ones that want to have a go in it, I'm quite happy to sit back and let some young ones that don't race Formula Ones have a go.
Okay. And have you built a team around you for this like re-entrance into racing?
It's just me, Rob Plant, and you Stuart at the minute.
I mean, Rob Plant's a great addition, right?
Exactly. Right. To be fair, I couldn't have asked for a better friend over this year and a half or whatever. He's been a rock to me, to be fair.
Yeah.
I know he's a bit of a dickhead. But he isn't really.
No.
He's got a heart of gold, and he's pulled me through some tricky situations in the last time.
No, it sounds brilliant. Actually, it's not necessarily about racing a stock car. It's about the friendships and the socials that's going to go with
totally
it.
social. I go over and help Rob when I can with his car. We've just started stripping it down, getting ready for next season.
Yeah.
And that's the plan. In the next few weeks, we'll get on with his car and start getting him ready for next season as well.
And it keeps you busy, right?
No, exactly. Like, I don't want to be in the pub every night, so we end up in the pub every night, but that's different to me going straight to the pub. At least we do a couple of hours in the garage.
Bit of exercise, right?
Yeah. Get dirty, wash hands, pub.
Lovely. I mean, great that great that you're going to be on track next year. Great that it's kind of nearly done, and great we're going to see the dinner dance.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for letting us come over, understand what you do, and it's been great to talk to you.
Thank you, Jonathan.
Thank you.
Good to see you.